Seriously, what is the point of the Angry Birds movie? The game hasn't been popular in years, or if it has, it hasn't been relevant enough in the pop culture consciousness to warrant a movie. It's not like it's even been in production for that long a time. It was announced 2 years ago, and people were already not giving a shit about it by then. So I can't even call it a cash grab, because I don't even know if there's even any cash to grab. And with all of that said, this movie isn't that bad. You know how I was saying Money Monster could have been a lot better? Well, the Angry Birds movie could have been a lot worse. But rest assured, it's still pretty bad. The very basic premise is the exact same as the game. Pigs come and steal bird eggs, the birds try and get them back. There's a slingshot. But the choices that the movie make in order to flesh out the story and justify everything in the game just comes out as sloppy and awkward. Like how the main character, Red, is court-ordered to go to anger management classes. That's fine, that's all you need. But instead he apparently lives in this weird oppressive island where everyone is happy and calm all the time and being angry is seen as a major offense. What is the point of that? What is it with these animated kids films with strict societies with weird sets of rules? I mean, I get wanting to teach not sticking to the status quo, but I think we've heard enough of it already. Oh, and did you know that these birds can't fly? I'm guessing that's something you could have just eventually guessed from watching the film, but apparently it has to be beaten into you about how they don't fly just so they can justify using a slingshot in the third act. And don't even get me started on weird shoving in of cowboy stuff, even though I'm pretty sure that was like one level of the game, but apparently that needed a backstory too. And it's a shame because just the basic plot is pretty well set up, although people saying it's an anti-immigration film are really reaching. But if you want to say it's some sort of allegory for something, I'd say it makes more sense as an anti-colonialism story. The pigs come and introduce new technology only to steal precious items from the culture and destroy their land. Think about it. The rest is just basic, mediocre kid movie crap. The jokes that work are few and far between, and ones that are actually funny, well, they'll be sure to ram it into the ground and make it last longer than it needs to. You know that scene in the teaser trailer where he beats up that sign? It was pretty funny and well-paced and short, but in the movie, it goes on for way too long, to the point where it's not even funny anymore. And the voice acting is the usual celeb voice acting. Special bonus points to Jason Sudeikis for continuing the tradition of the asshole with a heart of gold with a weird sitcom-y sarcastic delivery that is always something you see in an animated kids film, which very rarely pays off. By the way, Sean Penn is in this movie. He has no lines. Literally, all he does is grunt. That could have gone to any random voice actor, but instead they decided to shell out for an Oscar winner to do basically nothing? You know, I've been really negative so far. Like I said, the movie isn't terrible. The basic plot and central conflict is well put together, and honestly, the climax is actually pretty fun and exciting. And the characters, while not exactly original or really all that memorable, or at least pretty likable, even the lead jerk character is at least given some heart so that he's not a completely irredeemable dick. So while it's no Zootopia, it's also no Norm of the North. And this might be pretty sad, but honestly, compared to what we've gotten in the past, this might be the greatest video game film adaptation we've ever gotten. Although we'll see how that turns out. Oh, and apparently Smosh was in this movie. I think they had more lines than Sean Penn.